Hi everybody. Hey Katie. How you doing? Welcome to Perky Penny Papers, where I'm going to make something fun over the next hour or so. I'm going to try and be an hour, maybe a little less. Not quite sure. Oh, yep, my microphone's on. Can you hear me, Katie? Let's see here. I'm just doing some prep work here, and let me just, while we're waiting for people to come in, I'll finish up this little bit of prep work here. No sound. Okay. Let's see. It says that there's sound. Just a minute. Yeti microphone. Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay, good. Are you sure you can hear me? That was really quick. Oh man. I gotta get my score tape out. Get one that's open. Ugh. Hi everybody. So tonight this is the inspiration for tonight's project, and so I'll give you a little walkthrough of this little baby first. I had never made an envelope album before, and I thought, oh, won't that be fun? And since I've been making my own SVG files to be able to have for people, I decided to play around with slim lines. Hi Mom, Dad. Oh my goodness, now I have an itch. Okay, so anyway, I decided to play with the mini slimline size that I really love. Anyway, so I made this little album. It turned out super cute. It's my first envelope album. It measures about 1 3/4 inches wide right now. It could go a little wider. There's a little room for some depth, let's see, layering inside, to put some pictures, etc. So anyway, and I have to say this, if it so happened that you needed more space, you can actually cut away this, what do they call this? I can't think of the word. This part of the book. The spine. You can cut away the spine on this side and this side, and you can make a bigger spine and make it wider, so it stretches out wider. So, yeah. So that's kind of cool. So if the pages got kind of full up, you could make it thicker. Anyway, so we'll start off. I'll just show you quickly how this album came together. It's a really cute little paper pack called Little Dreamer, and then there's a girl and a boy. So I did Little Dreamer Girl, and sorry, this is a mess over here. And this is a new die I got from Pink Fresh Studios. I love it. It is so pretty. So anyway, I popped that up on the top. I cut several out, layered them up, and then used some of the puffy stickers to create this front cover. Now, and then this is another, so it's all the papers, and I used a lot of the paper pack. That was kind of a nice thing as a paper pack killer. So anyway, so here's some more puffy stickers, and these are magnetic closures, and there's a little pocket here, this is one of the envelopes, so you can put things inside, and then, just different places to put pictures. I think this would be such a cute album for taking pictures of like your kids' favorite toys when they're little kids, and like just putting them in here so they have this like as a memory album of their favorite toys. Or you could put like, a little bit of their blankie in there, things like that. So anyway, here's a tuck spot here for pictures, and then it also says, there's all these positive sayings that are just, I love them. You are amazing, sweet girl. Let's make believe. And then I had I used the circles from here to hold the tuck spots. It kind of looks cute. Anyway, and here's another one, and this is a tuck spot here, and then this is a tuck spot here. See the little unicorn? And this one says, "Beautiful girl, you can do amazing things." So it's full of positive little messages for little girls. So that's that page, and then the next part is a little pull out. It's a card base that I created. That's a mini slimline card base. And I believe it measures, it's 3 by 6. And so that slides in there, and it's got what is it? Pattern paper front, and then it has some white for journaling or putting photos, whatever you want to do. You could write recipes. That'd be a fun thing to do. Anyway, and here's another, and it just kind of repeats itself. Fun little surprise messages. And then, "Hello, beautiful darling." And then that cute little page. And then we have this tuck spot. Then I just put some of the little bits in. And what does it say? "You are braver than you believe, stronger than what? Oh, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think." That's kind of a fun, positive little saying. So then, and then we have opens up, and there's another one of those. I like it how it's surprise. So anyway, so there's another one of the little cards, and this right here is an envelope under here, but you'll see that when we're putting the next one together. And then I have Little Dreamer, and this is my favorite because of the unicorns. So, and it says, "You make me happy when skies are gray." So I thought that was super cute. Okay, so this is hiding the bag that I forgot to put in, but "Rainbow, sunshine, and unicorns." It's so cute in the little pocket. And then there's some butterflies and another tuck spot with these flowers that kind of you can kind of untake this out and put something else in if you want. It says "Shine bright like a diamond." And then this combines all the fun sayings. And this one says, "Play with fairies, ride a unicorn, swim with mermaids, chase rainbows." So that sounds like a guide to life, right? Anyway, and that's another folio, or what is it? Card. And then this one says, "Sometimes the smallest things take up the most room inside your heart." So, and that's another tuck spot there. And the back is just plain. I haven't done anything with the back. I may not do anything with the back. Anyway, so that's my first little envelope album. And I know, okay, so envelope albums, one thing about them is they're supposed to be easy because you can use the envelopes to create them. And yes, I'm making my own envelopes, but I just was okay, I just want to do this. I need reasons to use my paper, right? Anyway, so it turned out super nice. It's very sturdy. And I will say this, initially, the spine that I created was too small. And so I just cut it off and put a little bigger one on it. It was super easy. So anyway, so let's get to it, and I'll show you how I put this together. But today we're going to make a different size. We're going to make a it's 4.5 by 4.5 is what it is. Just to try a different size, and we're going to use a different paper pack this time. And this paper pack is called Craft and Create. So, and this will all be available on my Etsy store probably within the next week or so. Everything you need to be able to cut this out with your Cricut or Silhouette or Brother and create it yourself, except for the pattern papers, because they're the pattern papers. But the idea is to use your pattern papers and to be able to use them up, right? So anyway, so I will. Let's see, where should we start? I was working on this. Oh, do you want to see the papers first? Tell me if you want to see the papers first. I'll just show you the papers first. So, super cute papers for any crafter. Craft and Create. And there's 2 of each, just like usual. It's got little bobbins. Some. I will say this is more of like a sewing crafty thing. Nope, paper pad. Anyway, crafting queen, make some pretty things, or make something pretty today. Oh, yep. I try to do that every day. And then that's backed by the pretty stripes, which is making me kind of upset because, well, I guess I only need one set, right? And we've got this assortment of buttons, which is super cute. And then two of those, and then on the back of that is, this is my happy place. I don't always craft. Oh, wait, yes I do. That's mine. Anyway, make life pretty. This is my happy place, crafty and happy. So I thought that was kind of cute. So we got two of those. And then this is another page of cutter parts, and it just has like a bobbin and needles and buttons and a thimble and scissors and buttons. All, you know, painting. This is so they have a little bit of painting and stuff. Not a lot of paper crafting, but they've done the paper crafting kit, so it's okay. Let's see, okay. Then, so that has like this grid, wonky, let's call it a wonky grid pattern because it's not straight. This, I thought this was buttons, but then I just saw all those other buttons. So what is this? You know what this is? This is the top of spools of thread. That's what it is. So let's see if it has different brands. ACT Spool Cotton Dunwoody Silco 100 yards Harding. I can't read them all. They're too small. So anyway, so yeah, I don't know if those are real or not, but that's kind of cute, huh? And then that one just has the blue on the back. So we got two of those. And then this one has a lot of words. Let's craft at art. Let's craft at art. That's funny. Sketch, scrapbooking, homemade, eat well, eat, sleep, craft, crafty girl, I sweat, glitter, sewing men's something. Sewing men's the soul. My mom and my sister are sewers, so that's cool. Sketch. Let's make art. Crafty and happy. Just all these cute sayings and some scissors. DIY, crafty. So there's two of those. Oh, what's on the other side? Oh, this pretty plaid. Isn't that pretty? I like the color. Here's the spools with some flowers on them. That's kind of cute. And then those are backed by some pretty flowers. And oh, this is cute. Look at all the different colors of sewing machines. So cute. And then that has a nice check. Is this a check or is it a plaid? Or is it both? Does it have to have the extra line? I think this is just a check. Anyway, let me know. Anyway, so write it in the comments below if it's check or plaid. Anyway, here's another one. Now this is for the painter. My mom is a painter, so this would be hers. And it's got all the different colors of paint and a palette and what is that? Brushes and things like that. Some little tubes of stuff. That's probably just different kinds of paint. Little jars. Pretty cute. Two of those with fun little dots. If I do it really fast, is it like one of those things that makes you sick? Anyway, so then we have this scissors. This is a cut up. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Anyway, so there's some scissors, and all the handles are different colors, so that's cute. Anyway, and then that's plaid, right? I don't know why I was having a brain fart there for a second. So here's the plaid. And then this one just has pink on the back. And I know, did I just say it just has pink on the back? Sorry. It has pink. Isn't it beautiful? Anyway, I love pink. And then some little white flowers with yellow centers on this side. Now we're going crazy with the flowers. Some beautiful flowers in the different colors of the paper pads. And then we've got some polka dots in blue with white. Oh, I love this. Isn't that pretty? Another, like a larger print of the flowers. And then just a nice little, like, cross-stitchy looking thing out of green. Yeah, the second one is like, oh, and look at this. It's the paper pack. No. Anyway, white. They gave us some white with it. Anyway, so those are the papers we're going to use today. That'll be fun, won't it? So let me show you what we've got here. So first we have envelopes, we have card bases, we have this, but then this is the secret to the whole thing. We've all seen the hidden hinge. And then there's the hidden hinge plus, which I can't use because I can't afford it, basically. Somebody patented and now we can't use it because it's too expensive to use on videos. Anyway, so this, okay, I'm doing this too fast. So what I did is I created an SVG file of a spine, and this one in particular is 4 inches. I'm going to have it where I'm going to have different sizes available, and they'll have different gussets and different lengths. So this one's a 1/4 inch, and it's 4 inch, a 1/4 inch gusset and a 4 inch length height. And you know, I'll just do different sizes. So anyway, I scored it where you need to score it, so it's all scored. And I'm even creating the files so that it will, because sometimes with the different machines, when it's scoring, it's kind of a light score. You'll see on some of the other things we're going to be folding. Anyway, this I found that I really wanted it to be well scored. And so what I did is I created it so it'll score each line. I think it's either 4 or 8 times. I can't remember. But it scores it a whole bunch of times. So when you pull it off, it's starting to fold already, which is super nice. And all of the folds are realized very, very quickly and easily because I just really wanted it to be exact. I did one initially that wasn't scored so many times, and it was a little bit wonky, and I didn't like that. So anyway, so all you do is you're going to fold at all the score lines. Best way to think of this, let me just see here. It's going to be, if you have, what you're going to do is you're going to start with a valley. Is this a valley? Let's see here. Whichever way you start, you're going to start with a valley on this, or no, you're going to start with a mountain. Sorry. Start with a mountain, and then it's like mountain, valley is essentially what it is. Okay? And so you're going to be really careful because you want these to be folded really well. Okay? And you'll see why, because it goes together super duper easy. Okay, so here's our first one that creates our little gusset. Okay? Then we've got 2 valleys. Now we're going to do a mountain. So we're going to do our mountain. And again, we're going to score it really, or burnish it really well with our bone folder. Then, let's see, what do we have next? So we have mountain. Now we have 2 more valleys. So we're going to, and this I really wanted to do on camera so you could see how quickly and easily it does come together once everything's folded. I mean, the folding's not hard, right? So then there's 2, so we've got valley, valley, mountain, valley, valley, mountain, and then you just keep going, valley, valley, mountain, valley, valley, mountain, until you're done. Now, what I can tell you as I'm folding this is, this file has 7 gussets, okay? And you can actually, if you want more gussets, you can attach them together. So you could put one on the end here, for instance, and you could create a longer strip to have more pages. Also, you can, what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, if you want less pages, you can cut it wherever you want to stop. So this has 7, and the reason it has 7 is it does a full sheet of 8.5 by 11, so it goes, it's 10.5 inches long essentially, you know. So, yeah. So then we got some valleys. See, they really do come together really pretty quickly because of the fact that they're scored so many times, you know. In fact, if you just go through and do the gusset area first, you should be good to go. Oh, let's see here. And then once you've got, let's see, so we got our mountain. See, the mountains are pretty good. They're almost all done. They just kind of, as I said, they kind of fold themselves, right? Then what we're going to do is we're going to start just folding it up like this. And so what we're going to do is we're going to fold it at the second valley. And we're going to keep doing that. So this will line up with the upturn on the mountain. So we're kind of doing this upside down. It doesn't matter whichever way you do it, it'll end up the right way. You can't really do it wrong. So that's kind of cool. So, or maybe you can. Let's see here. Oh, I went the wrong way here. But that's okay, because once you realize you've gone the wrong way, you fix it. So let me do this, and then I'll show you what it's, you'll see it's kind of creating this accordion, right? Oh, I guess I went backwards on some of them, but that's okay. So I'll show you in a minute. You'll see it'll all become clear. Okay, so now what I have is, let me just burnish it really well, is so now you kind of have this accordion thing, right? But what I did is I folded it where it needs to get glued together. So this needs to get glued together. This needs to get glued together. So the only things you don't glue are these pieces on top. Okay. So what I found because of this, and I don't know if you've seen a lot of videos where they're making these gussets and hinges for books, but it takes a long time. With this method, it's pretty darn quick. I was really surprised. So you can actually go through, put glue on each of them, because it was so scored so well, and it is all so even. You can just put glue on all of them like this, or a couple at a time, whichever. So I did a whole bunch of them, right? I did about half of them. And then you just fold it up like this and push down, burnish it with your bone folder. And I like to turn it over as well. Okay, so we did that. And then we just got 2 more to go. So we'll do those. And I'm just doing it up to the score line. They're kind of like tabs, you know? That's what I'd call them. So then you just fold that over, like, add those on like that. And in a second, I'll flip it over and wait till you see this. It's amazing. Because, I mean, what did that take us? 5 minutes? You know? And then you flip it over and you turn them all this way, the opposite direction. All these little tabs that have been glued together. Okay. And you push them down like this. Push it down the other direction. And voila, we have really cool, very pretty and pretty darn even binding for our book. How about them apples? That turned out really good, didn't it? Because I've seen videos and it just takes forever. I mean, part of it might be the explaining, but yeah. So now these will be our pages. These will attach to the front and the back, right? Like this. And then, yeah, the rest is good to go. So that's the spine. I'm very happy with it. Turned out really good. Let's see here. I wonder if I should show that again. I have another one cut that's a little bit smaller. Would you like me to show you guys again? Let me know. Well, I guess there's going to be a lot of people watching on the afterplay. So that's our spine. It turned out, it's, as I said, then it's all even. It's pretty darn even, and it's, you know, ready to go. Okay, so we've got that done. We only need one spine, although I have another one here too. But anyway, so the next thing is the front and back cover are going to be chipboard. And so I've already glued this one on. These are, you know, pre-cut in the with the Cricut. And what you need to do with these, oh, this is too thick, is not use tape that's too thick, is we're going to put score tape around the edges of this exposed side. And then I'm going to do this one while we're at it, because then we're ready to rock and roll with it. Oop, there we go. I hate it when the centers come out of these things. There we go. That's better. Okay, I think, oh, that's right. Then the other thing we need to do is put it around these sides. Sorry, off camera. I don't know who's watching with us. Raise your hand if you're watching. No. If you don't mind letting us know who you are, we'd love to say hello. Let's see here. Or I'd love to say hello. Hi, Penny. Penny's looking at me like, what are you doing? So then, what I like to do is peel off these interior ones first. And then, I centered it, and there's score lines. It comes all, when you cut it out, it gets scored where it needs to get folded. Hi, Tina. Okay, and then what you do is, I always like to put a little bit, most of the glue here, but then, like, you know, put it here and on the edge because I want to have it nice and sealed. So there's all that. And I should have taken this off first. And then, you know, do the old, you've seen this 100 times before probably, but I like to start like this and pressing against the side to give it a nice square edge. Oh my goodness, they brought the bunny to throw. Who brought me bunny to throw? Let's see here. And then you push it over and you push it down. I love this Teflon bone folder because the glue doesn't stick to it at all, you know? Let's see here. And then I like to do this to give it a nice squared edge. Okay. And then you kind of tuck it here, and you tuck it here just in case there's any overlap. Okay. Now we'll do this side. Or you know what? I wanted to do this. I wanted to do opposite sides. Let's see. So we're going to do this side next. Ouch. I don't know why that hurt. Okay. Okay. And then we'll go like this. And again, I kind of just push it until it sticks to that side there. And then I'll push it down here. And let's see here. And then I've got that piece there. Okay, now I'll do the ends. I just thought this would look prettier, even though it doesn't really get seen, you know. I know it looks pretty. Anyway, so we'll just keep doing that until we got all 4 sides done. Okay. There we go. Isn't that cute? Probably, well, I think it's cute, but I'm just a paper nut, so I'm a paper nerd, so what do you know? Okay, then let's see here. I'm gonna do this part here. And I'll push this. This is the last side, the moment of truth. Oh, I didn't tuck them. Oh well. Hopefully it'll be okay. I have other ways to handle that if I didn't tuck it. Oh, it's fine. Okay. So we've got that all covered nice and even. And then we have this piece to put on top to finish it up. I like this because you don't have to do a bunch of like there's some books that you have to do where you have to just do a lot of work on binding the inside, and this is much easier because you're just doing a front and a back with this chipboard. Chipboard's wonderful, but it's a lot to work with. Okay, so there's the front, well, one of the covers, and then I'll do the other one. I guess I can do the other one. So then I'll just, I like to fold it first and burnish it really well. Whew. Okay. Okay. So then we will just take the back side of our other piece of chipboard, put some glue on it real quick like, and then just kind of center it in there. It's easy once it's folded, right? And then this would also be a really cute teacher album. The size, or even any kid for school, because it fit a lot of those 2x3s. Tina, do they have to in Texas for their senior year? They have to do a scrapbook. Do they have to do that where you live? I know this is your 3rd senior, and this is the first time I've asked that, but let's see here. Alrighty then. So then we're gonna put our glue. Oh, I forgot to take the thing off. Always forget to take it off. Oh well. Okay. So this really isn't that, once you cut everything, it doesn't take that long to put it together. And it really, I actually started cutting it out at about 5:30, I think it was, or 5:45. So it didn't even take that long to cut it out. And they make great gifts. Who wouldn't love a cute little book that they could write and journal in, and you could put recipes in it? Like I was thinking, my sister Katie, for example, she makes quilts, and be cute to have a album that she just has pictures of all her quilts. And then she could like maybe journal about making it, or any special notes about where she got some of the different parts of it, or whatever, you know, or who she gifted it to, like, you know, that kind of thing. I could do my cards, or I could do albums. I could do an album of albums. How about them apples? Okay. It turns out with the way that I made this, you really don't need to, there's not that much stuff on, oh, that was close. You don't really need to fold the corners in at all, which is funny. It's nice. Not funny, nice, better, cooler. Okay. And then I spoke too soon. Okay, so there you go. So now we have our two covers almost done. I just need another piece of, there we go. I just have a piece that's just, I can't remember how big this is. I'll look at it. I think this is, yeah, you know what? This is 4 1/4 square. This is 4 1/2 square. Can't talk. Okay. I gotta put some more, give that a little bit more pushing down because it's popping up a bit. But you know, once the glue starts to, once the glue is dry, it won't be an issue at all. Okay, so we've got our front and our back. Now, to create, let's see here, our envelopes. The cards are simple. I've got one that is 4 inches, 4 1/8 square. That's just 4 1/8 square. And then I've got one that's scalloped, and that is also 4 1/8 square. So this is just a scalloped one. I got some prep work in there. So those are the cards, and I had to have 3 of each because there's 3 signatures in this album. So this is the envelope. I'll put one together in a minute. I had 6 envelopes I had to make. This is an extra piece there. And this is the envelope I created. And it's super cute. I love how it turned out. This one's a 4x4, but I also have, these are like, I'll just show you I just have the mini slim lines done, but I have all different ends to them. And so I have scalloped, and I have, this is what I call a Moroccan scallop. Isn't that cute? And then I have bracket end and just a squared off end. So I have all these different I have 2 different sizes in all of these different ones. They're not in the store yet. I plan on getting them in the store soon. But yeah, it cuts all these different, you can cut all these different envelopes. And what was I going to say? Oh, that's right, the size. This one is 3 1/4 by 6 1/4. And then this one is 3 1/2 by 6 1/2. Or no, 3 3/4 by 6 3/4. That's what it is. Yeah. So to fit the 2 sizes of mini slimline cards. So yeah. So this one though, here is 4 1/4 square. So, and then the cards are that's what it is. The cards are 4 1/4, or no, the envelope is 4 1/4, excuse me. And then the cards are 4 1/8. Sorry, it's a little confusing. But anyway, so we need 3 different signatures for this. I wonder if I should show you. Okay, so the prep work, let me show you what the prep work is. That's probably a good start. First, I had to put all of the envelopes together. when you cut them out, this is what they look like. They're kind of cute, just like that, aren't they? And what I do is I fold them at the score lines, and I just kind of train. I start to train it. When you push it down like this, it starts to create the score line more. There's just a very light score line from running it through the Cricut, but it's enough. It's plenty. So then you just fold it on all 4 sides. Kind of careful. I like to just be a little careful. Take your time. Who has to hurry? What else do we have to do? And then we just, oh, that's right. We burnish down the sides like so. And then you may wonder, how do I know where to glue? Right? So what you do is you get this scoring, like this is a scoring tool with a ball. Everybody who's a paper crafter has at least one of these. And I just go along, I hold down the, can you see that? I hold it down and I just run this along the edge there on both sides. Okay, and then what you'll see when I lift it up, look, it left like this little mark. You see that? Where I need to put the glue. So now I know I have to put the glue in here. And I don't go right up to the edge just in case. But yeah, I put my glue there. I put my glue here. And I thought about creating the file so that it would create it would score those marks. But I just thought, this is way easier. It just adds a little bit of complication when you're in the Cricut design space, and I just didn't think that was necessary. So I didn't do it, because this turned out so easy anyway, right? So then you seal up your envelope here, and you could just use these for regular envelopes too. I bet these ones would just go in the mail, right? Aren't they cute? So there's our little envelope with a scalloped edge. Unfortunately, we won't see the scallops on all of them, but we will on some of them. Anyway, I couldn't make it just a plain envelope, right? So anyway, so we need, let's see here. I think I have too many envelopes. Yes, I do. I only need 2 more. I only need, wow, wait a minute. Let me see here. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. So, let's see here. Sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, so we need, let me show you what the signature includes. Okay, so I've got 2 of them already put together. So we need 3. So each signature is like, oh, that's right. One of these. Oh, that's right. Okay, that's why I have so many envelopes. Okay, so one signature includes one of these. Well, kind of, I guess, and one of these. And what this is this is the plain scored card. It's the folded, the scallop card. And then this envelope, one envelope here, and then this envelope here. So it's 2 envelopes and 2 cards, basically. So if you were just making this like with cards and envelopes, you just use 2 cards and 2 envelopes. So anyway, so here's one signature ready to go. And then we've got that, let's put it in the pile. So we've got our 2 covers, one signature ready to go. Here's another signature, just the same. You'll see how this goes together in just a minute here. We're going to put them together. So then there's 2 signatures ready to go. And we have our hinge. And then the last thing we need to do is we need to create, I have 1 extra is what I have. Create this pocket. So we're going to, you know what I'm going to do? I want to see which one has the nicer, oh, they're both nice. Okay. So I'm just going to put one aside, and then one of them I have to cut the end here. So all I do is I put this in here, And then this goes to the 4 1/4, so I move it down like one of the little notches, just a little bit. And I try to make sure it's even all the way along. And then I very quickly, hopefully, cut it off. And there we go, pocket. Okay, so you do that with 3 of them in this project. So then you'll see how, okay, so we have that, we have that. Then the next thing we're going to do is we have our card base, our scalloped card base, and we're going to take 3 pieces of 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, or should I just say 3 3/4 inch square papers, and line them up inside and on the back so that we have journaling spaces, you know? Okay. Let's see here. So we're going to do that one. Kind of center it up a bit. 2. And 1 more. I don't know why I have an extra one. Okay. And 3. Okay. Now these could also be just glued with score runner, or just with tape runner like this. They're just like making cards basically. Okay, so then we have one side to put pattern paper on, and then that goes in here, but we'll wait to put it in there until after we've gotten this attached. So now what we do to create the other part is we're going to use, we've got our piece of our 4 1/8 inch square card, and we've got this. So what we're going to start by doing is we're going to glue one of the scallop flaps, and I just keep it all on there because it just provides more stability to the card, to the book. And then I just center it up here, and I go right to the, just a little bit that way of the score line. And I like make sure I can bend it, and I press it down. Okay, and then I take my scissors, where are my scissors? Anyone see? Oh, there. I'm like, anyone see my scissors? And you go like this and like this. I'm just cutting off the little bits of scallop there. Just neatening it up a bit, just a smidge. Nope. Oh boy, my hand's shaking. Okay. So then, the next thing we do is we're going to apply glue on this side to this entire half here. If we get it on the other side, it doesn't really matter because we're going to glue it all together. And it creates a whole other page for the book. It's nice and doubled up and sturdy. Okay. Now we're ready to put everything together. Before we can decorate it when it's all put together. Or we could decorate it first. How much time do we have? Okay. Trying to keep this to an hour. So there's our third, I think signature is the word. Let's see here. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now, how does that figure in with the spine, right? So what we do is we start by attaching. We're going to put glue all over this area here, Oh yeah, you know what? We do want to put it on first. We put this on first. We work on the, we do the inside first and then we add the covers later. So we start by putting that on, and then what we're going to do is we're going to center this envelope on that piece right there, like so. And then just push it down. We want to make sure we can move it. Want to make sure it goes back and forth, right? Because it's a book after all. So we make sure it has some back and forth action. It's not stuck or anything. Okay, and we got our first page down. Now we do our second page, and the second page is attaching this whole piece. We're going to attach it on the back right here. So does that make sense? So we're going to attach it here on the back. So we're just going to put glue here, and we just repeat this every other one. And we line it up with this other envelope. You just kind of center it again. You want to kind of center it. This one's a little thicker. Okay. Let's see here. It's not sticky. Okay. So we're just going to push this over here, burnish it down. Make sure it's stuck. Probably should do that with this one too, but it was pretty stuck. Okay, so now we have two down. See how that works? There we go. So we've got one page, we got 2 pages, now we got 3 pages already done. Yay. You know what I kind of want to do is I want to try doing the back one. So this one is going to go on the back spine, or on the back page on the cover. So we can this will be the last one. So we'll put on this one, we put the one that's got the side pocket with the card in it and the cards. So I don't want to do that. So that would be this, and it's going to go here, and we're just going to center it and eyeball it a little bit. See, I'm just kind of making sure it's meeting up with that a bit. Okay, and then you can kind of line it up here as well, and then we'll just push down on that. Then, not too worried about some of this because it's all going to get covered up by paper, so you don't have to worry about that. And then we've got this piece here, and we're gonna, yeah, it might be easier working back to front. Okay, and we'll put this piece here. And then we can just lay it down on top of that one to like make sure it's straight. Oh, nope. It wasn't at the gusset. Or at the, not the gusset, at the edge. There we go. There's definitely wiggle room, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Okay, so we got those ones. Now we just have one more page to go, or 2 more pages. Okay, so we're just going to put our glue down here. Now, let's see here. What was I going to say? Typically, well, no, this is the way it's typically put together. What am I saying? I've seen many of these assembled. This is the way you do it. Okay. Okay. And then, let's see here. Pretty even. Pretty even. Yep. And then we just have one more envelope that we need to put in right here. The envelopes aren't as thick, so they're a little easier. The reason we want to do it before we put the pattern paper on it is so that we can cover up these hinges with the pattern paper, you know? Okay, so we have that. Push that down on that. And then there we go. There's our book. Like that. So far, so good. So we got 1, 2, then we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. How about them apples, huh? Okay. So the next thing we want to do, let me get some of this, is we'll get the album put together today, and maybe next time we'll decorate it. And that way I'll have a chance to go through the papers and cut them up. So the next thing we do to finish up the outside of it is, see, you could have it be real skinny, or you could have it like that it's like generously sized. Let's see here. This one's going to be, yeah, it's about, I think I'm going to do the same as with it and give it it's going to have like a 1 3/4 spine so it can grow. So the last thing we want to do is we want to put the covers on. So to do that, we just are going to hold it all down because we want to kind of line it up. And we're going to put some glue. Can you see that? Yes. I was like, oh no, what if I'm off camera? And then we're going to go up, put it this way, and we're just going to butt it right up to that edge and then kind of center it. It's a little bigger than everything else, so I'm going to kind of center it up. Let me just see here. See, there's a lot, it doesn't have to be exact, but you know, I'd like it to be as much as possible and have it real straight. Now, I will tell you, it's pretty easy to fix. If I don't like it when I'm done, it's pretty easy to just pull it apart and try again, so that's kind of nice. So there's the front cover, like so. And now we just have to do the back cover. Let's see. So we're just gonna, let's see here. How are we gonna do this? What's the best way about doing this? We're gonna put the glue right here. And I'm just gonna, it is nice that they're square, I will say this. So you're just gonna hold it over this like so and make sure it meets up. You want it to be the same as the one on the front and the back. So, and you want it to meet up at the edge there. Okay. There you go. There's our little book, okay? And then, so to finish it up, so that's pretty good, huh? So then to finish it up, we need to put a spine on it. As I said, we're going to do, let's see, we have, how big is this piece? I need 4.5 inches by Oh, I guess I can get that from here. By 2 or 3 3/4 inches is what I need. Let's see. Is that 3 3/4 inches? Yes. So, let's see. Where's my... Oh, there it is. So we're going to do... Let's see here. We need to do 4.5 inches. And then 3 3/4. Okay. Now, if you would like this to be sturdier, or if you want to just erase any thoughts that it could break, but it, again, if it broke, it's so easy to replace. You just cut it and put a new one on. But you can, what I would do is I would put packing tape on it, on the back side, and that'll hold it together. But we don't have to do that today. I've got to find, I do have to find my scoring board though. Let me just see if I can find it here. Oh, there it is. I needed my small scoring board. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out 1 inch, because we want 1 inch on the front. So we're going to go out 1 inch, and then we're just going to score every 1/8 of an inch until we get to 1 inch from that side. Actually, you know what? Let's do that real quick. So 2 3/4. So we're just gonna, until we get to that 2 3/4, we're just gonna score every 1/8 of an inch. Super easy, right? And now that I think of it, I could do that too. And then once that's done, I love making these. They're so much fun. And once that's done, you just kind of bend it a bit, give it a little love, and then you're going to score both of the sides, the 1 inch panels on the side. You're going to just, and I'm not going to use a scoring tool because I don't want to push down any of these. So I'm just going to use my fingers, which again, fine, right? So we have that. So that's our spine. And now all we need to do for our, this is the easy part, right? So all we need to do now is we take one of the 1 inch pieces. And this is, again, this is going to be a little big, but we want to be able to put all, we've got to put all the paper in there and everything still. So we want it to have plenty of space. And we're just going to line that up at the edge there, like so. And you could do this in a different color too, you know? Okay. So there's one side down. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Oh, it's a little too long, but that's okay. I'm just gonna, it's a little too long, so I'm just gonna cut a little bit off. Kind of eyeball it. Okay, trust me. Okay. I don't know how I got that on, but anyway. And then we'll just put glue on this 1 inch section over here. Okay. And then attach that there. Like so. Okay. And then I'm just gonna press it down like this. Okay. And there we have the beginnings of a cute little book. Isn't it cute? Let me just, sorry. I'm like, oh, it's got glue on it. Anyway, so we've got pocket, page, pocket with card, you know, and you saw the, yeah, that's how it goes. And then you can just kind of train them. You just have to push them over because they're like all pushovers. Anyway, so you just kind of work it, and then it actually works pretty darn well, I must say. And then I was very happy with making the hinge, though. That was the best part because it was so easy once it was cut all together like that. No scoring needed. Anyway, so what I can do is, look, there's my hand, and that's how big the album is. It's so cute. And what I can, let's see, where did the paper pad go? Just a minute. Can't find it. Oh, there it is. So next time I will use these papers and I will decorate it, is what I will do. So anyway, so that's the project for today. We'll finish it up on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday between 7:30 and like 8:30 or 9. We'll decorate this up and it'll turn into a cute little gift for somebody. Anyway, so thank you so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate it very much. And I hope you enjoyed the project. And as I said, these files will be available in my Etsy shop very soon. I just have to finish finalizing the plans and get the directions together. Hi, Carol. How you doing? And get the directions together. And what was I going to say? And then I can have it live, and so you can make one of these too very quickly and easily. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again next time at Perky Penny Papers. Have a good night. Let's do our good night, Katie. Good night, Michelle. Good night, Tina. Good night, Mom. Good night, Dad. Good night, Carol. Good night, Hadassah and Quita and Carol 1 or 2 and 3 and Shelly and Kathy and everybody else. Have a great night, and I will see you hopefully on Tuesday. Bye-bye.